believe in miracles. Where from?
Lonely nights, I cry myself to sleep.
1976 gave America some unforgettable radio hits, but 50 years later, many of them have nearly vanished. Some were massive, some were everywhere for a moment, and then disappeared. Tonight, we're bringing 10 of them back, and the first one takes us straight into the disco era. Number 10, You Should Be Dancing, Bee Gees. By 1976, the Bee Gees were changing. The soft pop sound that had made them famous was giving way to something faster, more rhythmic, and built for the dance floor. You Should Be Dancing captured that transformation perfectly. Barry, Robin, and Maurice Gibb had already spent years in the spotlight, but this song pushed them deeper into the disco sound that would soon define their career. The record climbed to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, and when that bass line and falsetto arrived on the radio, you knew exactly what kind of night it was going to be. The song became an important part of the sound that would soon dominate American pop culture. Disco wasn't just another musical trend anymore. It was becoming a movement, and the Bee Gees were right in the middle of it. Sometimes a song doesn't just belong to an era, it helps create the era. Number 9, Turn the Beat Around, Vicki Sue Robinson. Some songs make you want to dance before you even understand why. Turn the Beat Around was one of them.
Love to hear percussion. Love to hear it.
Vicki Sue Robinson brought a powerful voice to a track that felt almost impossible to sit still through. The song reached the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1976 and became one of the defining disco records of the period. But Robinson's career never reached the same heights as the song. That became one of the great mysteries of her story. Her voice was unmistakable. The record was everywhere. Yet decades later, many listeners remember the song much more easily than the woman who sang it. The song would eventually find new life through later recordings and another generation of listeners. But its first great moment belonged to the dance floors and radios of 1976. One beat, one unforgettable chorus, and a singer whose name deserved to be remembered just as much as the song. Number 8, Theme from SWAT, Rhythm Heritage. Not every radio hit needed a singer. Sometimes, a television show was enough. In 1976, Theme from SWAT became one of the strangest hits on American radio. There were no lyrics telling a love story, no romantic chorus, just an instrumental theme from a television series about a specialized police unit. And somehow, America couldn't get enough of it. The record reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Think about that for a moment. A television theme, with no singer, became one of the biggest pop records in the country. It was the perfect sound for the mid-1970s. Fast, dramatic, a little dangerous, and instantly recognizable. Today, most people probably wouldn't expect a TV theme to dominate the pop charts. But 1976 was different. The line between television and radio was much thinner, and for one unforgettable moment, the sound of SWAT was everywhere.
There's a reason for the sunshine sky, and there's a reason.
Number 7. Let Your Love Flow, the Bellamy Brothers. Before the Bellamy Brothers became country music stars, they had a pop hit that almost nobody expected.
So let that feeling grab you deep inside and send you reeling.
Let Your Love Flow was released in 1976 with a bright melody and an easygoing sound that crossed effortlessly between pop and country. The song reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. For David and Howard Bellamy, it was a breakthrough.
Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow.
But there's something unusual about the song's history. It was written by Larry E. Williams, a roadie for Neil Diamond's band, and originally offered to Diamond. He passed on it. The Bellamy Brothers recorded it instead.
Let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love find you.
And suddenly, two brothers from Florida had a nationwide hit. Their career would eventually become much more closely associated with country music.
There's a reason for the warm, sweet nights, and there's a reason.
But for a brief moment in 1976, they belonged to everybody. Sometimes the song that changes your life is the one nobody expected you to record.
And you'll know what I mean. It's the season, like a bird on the wing, and let your love find you to all living things. And
Been such a long, long time.
Number 6. Misty Blue, Dorothy Moore. Some songs don't need to shout, they simply hurt. Dorothy Moore's Misty Blue has been recorded by other artists, but Moore's version brought a deeply emotional quality that made it unforgettable. Her voice sounds vulnerable, but never weak. And that combination made the record spurred because they were huge. Others are remembered because they made people feel something. Misty Blue did both.
Looks like I'd get you.
When it's all right and it's coming on, we gotta get right back.
Number 5. Right Back Where We Started From, Maxine Nightingale. There are songs that sound like pure optimism. Right Back Where We Started From is one of them.
Love to be strong, we gotta get right back to where we started from.
Maxine Nightingale's recording arrived in America in 1976 with an infectious rhythm, bright vocals, and a chorus that seemed designed for radio.
Remember that day, sunny day, when you first came my way.
The song climbed all the way to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, and for a while, it was almost impossible to escape.
When it's all right and it's coming on, we gotta get right back to.
What makes the story surprising is that Nightingale had already been performing professionally in England before this American breakthrough. But one song suddenly introduced her to millions of American listeners.
Like ours, can never fade away.
The record also had an unusual journey before reaching her. It had originally been recorded in the UK by singer J.D. Martin before Nightingale recorded her own version. Her version became the international hit, and that is why the title feels so fitting.
You give me your love, I just can't stay away.
The song was about returning to where you started, while the singer herself was suddenly being taken somewhere completely new. For one summer in 1976, Maxine Nightingale was everywhere.
When it's all right and it's coming on, we gotta get right back to where love is good. Love can be strong, we gotta get right back to where we started from.
She was only 16, only 16.
Number 4, only 16, Dr. Hook. Dr. Hook had a talent for turning simple stories into memorable pop songs. Only 16 was one of their softer moments.
She was too young to fall in love, and I was too.
The song was written by Sam Cooke and had already been a hit decades earlier. Dr. Hook brought it back for a new generation in 1976. Their version had a relaxed country pop feel that fit perfectly beside the other songs on American radio.
So why did I give my heart so fast? It never will.
It wasn't their biggest hit, but it was another reminder of how often the 1970s connected the present with the past.
She was only 16, only 16.
A new generation was hearing an old song, sometimes without even realizing it was old. That's one of the fascinating things about 1970s radio. It didn't just play new music, it constantly revived earlier songs and gave them another chance. Dr. Hook understood that perfectly.
Child of 16, I've aged a year since then.
They could make an old melody sound like it belonged to the moment. And sometimes, the best way to remember the past is to hear someone else bring it back.
She was too young to fall in love. I was much too young to know.
Boogie fever, got to boogie down.
Number 3, Boogie Fever, the Sylvers. If 1976 had a song that sounded like pure energy, Boogie Fever was it. The Sylvers were a family group made up of several brothers and sisters, and their youthful image made them stand out immediately.
I took my baby to the drive-in show.
But their music wasn't just a novelty. They could sing, they could dance, and they knew exactly how to make a pop record explode on radio.
Boogie sound, she's got the boogie fever.
Boogie Fever became a #1 Billboard Hot 100 hit in 1976. For the Sylvers, it was the peak of a remarkable moment. A family group had become one of the biggest names in American pop.
I took my baby to the pizza parlor.
The song captured everything about the disco era, the rhythm, the excitement, and the feeling that Friday night could last forever.
She's got the boogie fever.
But time changes the way we remember artists. Today, the song may sound familiar, even when the group's name doesn't. That's what makes Boogie Fever such a fascinating time capsule. You don't have to remember the Sylvers to remember the feeling.
Everybody's got the boogie fever. Boogie fever, baby. She's got the boogie fever. Everybody's got the lonely nights. I cry myself to sleep.
Number 2, Lonely Night, Angel Face, Captain and Tennille. Captain and Tennille had already given America one of the biggest pop hits of the 1970s. But Lonely Night, Angel Face, showed a different side of contrast was interesting. Their biggest hits often carried a bright, cheerful quality. This one was different. It was quieter, more vulnerable, and built around the feeling of missing someone who isn't there.
Angel face, use a calming angel face.
That's probably why it deserves another listen today. It doesn't try to overwhelm you. It simply sits with the feeling.
I promise you, love's here to stay. Hey, little man.
A lonely night, an empty room, and the memory of someone who should still be there. Sometimes the songs we forget are the ones that quietly understood us best.
Use a calming angel face.
Number 1. You Sexy Thing, Hot Chocolate. By the middle of the 1970s, disco was everywhere. But You Sexy Thing had something different.
Since you came along, you sexy thing.
It was sensual without being complicated, funky without losing its pop appeal, and at the center of it was the unmistakable voice of Errol Brown.
Where did you come from, baby? How did you know I needed you?
Hot Chocolate had already built a successful career in Britain, but this song became their breakthrough in America. It reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, and then something remarkable happened. The song refused to disappear.
Yesterday, I was one of the lonely people.
Years after its original release, it returned to popular culture through movies, television, and advertising. A new generation discovered it, then another. That's rare.
I believe in miracles. Since you came along.
Most hits belong to a specific year. You Sexy Thing somehow escaped its own decade.
Did you know every night and day for every day?
But when you hear it in the context of 1976, you can understand why. The groove, the voice, the confidence. Everything about it sounds like a record that knows exactly what it wants to be. And maybe that's why, 50 years later, we still remember the feeling.
Sexy thing, sexy thing. Sexy baby. Sexy baby, sexy baby.
1976 gave us disco, soul, pop, country, and even a television theme that reached number 1. Some of these songs became classics. Others slowly disappeared from the radio. But hearing them again reminds us how much music once shaped everyday life. A song could be playing in your car, at a diner, in a record store, or from a radio across the street, and somehow become part of your memory forever. Which one of these 1976 hits do you still remember? Tell me in the comments. And if this brought back a memory, like the video and subscribe to America's Forgotten Hits for more forgotten music from the 1960s and 1970s. Until next time, keep the music playing.